Hey, I am Spirit Breaker. I am currently the head coach for AZO Esports, previous head coach for Zenith Esports, and DNA. I wanted to take some time, make a little content for you guys. More specifically, I want to go over this is kind of the very first thing I will go through with teams to basically try and level playing field, bring everybody to the same page, and kind of continue from there. So this is just how you set up plays um, as a very general idea in League of Legends. So as you can see, I've got the steps listed out. The very first thing you look for, would be lane priority. After lane priority, you will move into vision. And from vision, you will reset. By reset, as you can see, it means that you can either recall back to base and go back to lane kind of idea, or B, you just return directly to lane from getting the vision that you were after. And then the fourth step is you just repeat this until the objective itself. So as a team, let's say you communicate and you determine that dragon is the objective. It's coming up 30 seconds, something like that. Generally, you want to be on top of it a little bit more, but you know that dragon's coming up shortly. So you look to get lane priority, set up your vision around dragon. So this might mean setting up pinks in the river. Getting shallow vision in the enemy jungle to see their movements, track them moving into the dragon area, make sure they can't contest it, and you will, you'll just repeat it until you actually feel comfortable enough to get dragon. So what I wanted to do is basically just show you guys a really quick example of a team basically pulling this off. It's going to be very over exaggerated in the play, but I picked this play specifically for that. I want you guys to be able to see how basic it actually is when it's done perfectly, basically. So the over exaggeration is going to be a little bit much, but this applies to pretty much everything in every game. So I'm pulling up a game from about a year ago, 100 Thieves Academy versus Optic Academy. This is when the academy was just starting, and KDN was being subbed in for Optic Academy's team. So very first thing we can see, just so you guys can recognize, there's already a small gold lead going on. A lot of it is on the jungle, where he has 2 kills, and he is up 20 CS at the 9-minute mark in jungle. 1,500 gold difference, right? And that's pretty much all on him. He's already finished his warrior, and this was also during stopwatch meta, so practically everybody had stopwatches. All right, so I want to get into this. Like I said, it's going to be about lane priority into vision, and then you reset and you repeat until the objective, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you guys. You're going to see very first thing, I want you guys to just look at the mini map, right? They've already kind of got some vision laid out because of the control that Kha'Zix just has. They've got a couple pinks in river, a shallow pink in enemy jungle, and you can see that they have picked Malzahar and are basically pressuring the lane, looking for constant priority. Kha'Zix just took a reset, and he is making his way to Raptor Pit, and I just want you guys to see basically Kha'Zix and pay attention to him, because it's really important what he does with his lead to get priority to make a play, right? So using his lead, he pressures mid. So he chunks out mid, which now gives Malzahar pretty much constant priority in this lane. Malzahar does not want to ult Ryze because Ryze has QSS at this point. And you can see that they move down into enemy jungle together. So this is lane priority, and now this is vision. This is vision time. They've walked down out of the lane and gotten vision in enemy jungle. They've pushed the Sejuani out, and then Malzahar resets. He goes back to his lane and gets priority again. And knowing what the play is, they move down. They're communicating that they want the bot lane dive. They set up the TP ward, and now they actually look for the play. So obviously this is really good play on the part of Optic Academy. They ended up going and getting 4 kills for nothing. At the same time, 100 Thieves misplayed the fight a little bit, but the main thing to take away is those 4 steps during this entire situation. So I'm just going to back it up real quick so we can take a look again. So it starts with Kha'Zix going mid lane, getting priority for his mid laner. You don't have to get priority by yourself. So, like, if this was a lane that naturally the Malzahar didn't have priority in, then jungle can just make the rotation and help him get priority, right? So they get priority. They walk down together to secure vision. They push Sejuani out, and then they reset. They get priority again. So Malzahar gets priority again. Kha'Zix kind of hovers it for a second to make sure. And then as Malzahar leaves lane, Kha'Zix makes the move for the play. Drops the TP ward, and it's followed up. So here's those steps again. If you're forgetting at this point, should not. But that's how you set up the play.